Mackenzie critiques to Mackenzie Dick Razzie favorite anime. Welcome to a live reaction to Vinland Saga trailer. This is the second trailer. It came out about half a day ago. Official PV2. I've heard they've announced the length of the show and they've announced the release date. So July 7th, as far as I've been told, it's coming out July 7th. So it's definitely out this year. And it's 2 cours, so it's 24 episodes of 2 cours. So I don't know how they'll handle that, whether there'll be a split or it'll be straight through. I'm assuming it will be straight through if it's 24. But we've seen Attack on Titan split up its seasons as well, so I don't anticipate it'll be any different for this. But as long as we know that they've created this as one cohesive series and not just like have an abrupt, arbitrary ending and then we see nothing, you know, for a while. So before I start though, I need to explain what's been going on with me, because you might be noticing that some of my reactions have been sporadic, some have been late, some have been, it's been really slow. So for those of you who don't keep an eye on my community tab or my Twitter, you might have noticed that for about 2 months or something, like some of you guys might notice I squint a lot. I've explained myself about the squinting in years past, but again I really started squinting. I was like, what's going on, what's going on? Then what happened is about 2 months ago I started falling asleep and waking up with really dry eyes, just stupidly dry eyes, where I was like, what's going on? I never have dry eyes when I wake up in the morning like this. I mean, it's not just crusty eyes, it's like from the moment I fall asleep to when I wake up I have dry eyes. So I was like, what's going on? And then I've slowly become sensitive to light and progressively more sensitive to light. So lamp light, even screens, computer screens with blue light filters on them, phone light, even with lowering down the brightness. So I was wondering what this was. So I went to my GP. They did some blood tests. They wanted to rule out fatigue stuff like diabetes, vitamin deficiencies, that kind of thing. So they ruled those out. I had a follow-up blood test to do with Sjogren's syndrome, which is an autoimmune condition where your immune system attacks itself. So it attacks parts of your bodies or parts of your glands. So they discovered that I have like a high antibody level, right? Very high. So no, 0 to 5 is normal. Mine was 200, and they suspect I have Sjogren's, which is attacking the glands in my eyes, which produce tears or moisture, and that's why I'm getting it. So that nighttime dry might be a flare-up. So autoimmune condition is very like a scary word, right? Because they tend to be incurable. They tend to be they only tend to be manageable stuff. So I'm a bit alarmed. I have got a rheumatology referral to, it's because it's a rheumatoid condition mainly that's associated with arthritis, but it can also affect different parts of the body. I've also got ophthalmology referral. Still hasn't come through. You've probably seen me worrying. I'm an anxious person at heart, so you know I'm rambling on, but I think this might be the best video because it's lots of people can watch it. It's not just people who are not interested in Vinland, because it's a new series coming out, right? So that's my situation, man, and I'm still sensitive to light. I'm doing eye drops. I've been following eye hygiene. None of that's going to work until they get me on something which will manage the condition, which might be anti-inflammatories, that kind of thing. UK, you guys say it's free NHS. You don't measure a health service by if it's free or not. You measure it by the quality of its service. And I've had this for 2 months. I've been waiting almost 4 weeks now for the ophthalmology referral. Now I've got a urgent rheumatoid referral. I hope this gets fixed, but I will not let this break me down, ground me down. I will be trying to get out the things that I've been promising to do, Dororo, Jojo, something like this, something short. And I'm going to try to get my Mononoke stuff out as well, slowly. So let's get into this. Vinland Saga official trailer 2. Come on. Oh shit. Animation looks a lot different from the first trailer, a little bit different. I like that. There's a definitive MC in this, at least what's what they say. Oh wow, nice. They showed it really quickly. They don't want people with studio. Oh shit. Animation looking dope. With lots of close-up shots of faces right now. Nice. Nice. Some CG use, but not. No, it's not too noticeable. Oh, what? It looks very grounded. You know what I mean? The animation is very grounded. Like nothing no flames coming out of sword, like beams and shit. Oh wow, that particular shot was dope. Nice. See, this looks a lot different from the one they showed in the original trailer. A lot different. It was a bunch of close-up shots. Narration was great. It gave us a little bit more about these characters. Let me get into this a bit more because I've noticed a few things. So one shot I noticed that instantly reminded me of another show you guys might be familiar with, or some of you who aren't, I recommend you check it out, is this shot. Because it reminds me so much of the opening to Vikings, the TV show Vikings. Not quite like this, maybe a little bit like this. But I say that because of something I'm going to say now. Like this shot reminds me of Vikings, the TV show, right? Is that this next shot, it's warm and fertile. He wants a place away from, warm and fertile, far from slavery and the flames of war. It reminds me so much of Ragnar's thing, that he wanted to find a place where he could farm, like, you know what I mean, fertile soil, fertile lands that were his, the way he could grow farm. So we might associate Vikings with fighting and bloodshed and war and tribes and that kind of thing, and one guy usurping the next guy and the next guy. But like amongst all this, one guy wants to take his family away from the bloodshed, the war, find fertile ground. You know what I mean? Vikings, the show is coming to an end, so it's actually rather serendipitous that this show is starting up now, because the final season is gonna kick in, right, for Vikings, the show. So I like that. It makes the guy not more relatable, but yeah, you can say a lot more relatable, a lot more. You're more able to sympathize with these guys, because his cause, his motivation is a noble one. You know what I mean? One that we can all kind of relate to. We all want to live in peace and quiet and harmony if we're living amongst the flames of war. And then the trailer goes on to have these people who love the fight. You know what I mean? So Thorfinn and all that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It's interesting. I think if it can take the good parts of what I like about Vikings the show and inject it into an anime like this, I think it'll be really great, because it's good. It's fucking lame to have an MC have a shit motivation, like a really shit motivation. This guy's got a very human, very relatable motivation, and it's good. Not just good, I can tell it's not going to just be about him. It seems to be focused on him and Thorfinn. It feels like the focus has been squarely on these guys, but I feel like there's 3 or 4, maybe a woman with a baby who's his, I'm guessing his wife and child, which he says he wants to take his wife and child away from this shit. Thorfinn, that other dude, I forgot what his name was, the guy with the black hair. He reminded me of that guy from Arslan. No, not Arslan, Golden Kamuy, the uncle. The uncle everyone said that was going to betray them, who did betray them. That guy. It reminds me of him, his design does. But yeah, man, I thought that trailer was brilliant. I'm excited. I don't need trailers, I just need the show to come out now. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys appreciate my reaction. So like I'm saying sorry, but I feel sorry for myself right now. My eyes are shot. I need to get this solved, because autoimmune condition is not something to fucking laugh about, and it's certainly not a laughing matter for me, man. So please be patient with me. Be patient. Things will come out as and when I feel good to do them. But yeah, you know, I think July couldn't roll on any quicker, man. But thankfully there's a bunch of things in between to keep us occupied, you know what I mean? We got Attack on Titan, we got Avengers Endgame, all that good shit. Avengers discussion. I'm going to do a podcast hopefully in a week or 2 weeks about Avengers Endgame, if I can get around to watching it. You know, I've got to load up the tank. I've got to like be off digital devices for days and days, and then, you know, I can maybe go into something a bit longer, but we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for persevering. Thank you for Japanese audience. Thank you for all your supportive words, and peace out, guys.